Dogs are predators, right? Dogs are predators. The things that they find rewarding are kind of permutations of the hunt sequence, right? We have to find things that cause our survival to keep going pleasurable. Nobody mates because they're really worried about the numbers of people we have in the planet. Like, there's nobody in a bar doing math calculations and going, I think we need a kid right now. There's nobody doing that. The survival benefit of sex is almost cursed. It's a side effect. You do that because that feels good. The survival benefit, total offshoot. Does that make sense? That was really tacky way to say it. Nobody caught it? Okay, all right. Because dogs are predators, they have to find the prey sequence, the predation sequence, rewarding without it causing sustenance. Dogs don't chase rabbits because they want a meal. Dogs chase rabbits because rabbits are cool to chase. It's fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't chase the thing because they're like, I need 42 more calories, I'm gonna go catch that groundhog. They don't care, right? They don't care. Interestingly enough, that little breakdown of the play sequence, that prey sequence, they're all offshoots of predatory behavior. Every game you play with your dog can be explained on that list. Every game you play, right? So searching, obviously you've got to orient towards the prey to find it. This is stuff like nose work, tracking, feed the chickens with food out on the floor. You're turning on that searching dial where they got to go and search and look around for stuff. Stalking. How many people have a dog that loves stalking? Right? Here's the thing, most people don't think about this. When you train obedience with food, which dials are you kicking? Consumption, right? There's consume. Obviously, they're getting a tasty morsel, consuming, right? What? Stalking. When your dog does an obedience position in expectation of food, how is that different? Dude, watch the Discovery Channel or some shit, right? Like, they get, like, the cat goes like this. Yeah, I did not say that. So, right? Like, when an animal stalks, like legit stalks, like literally goes like this, what is it doing? It's assuming a position that if it does it good enough is gonna give it access to that object. When you go sit, what dial? Man, boom, if I do this good enough, I'm gonna get access to that. It's stalking. How many people have dogs that if you train positively, how many people have dogs that get jazzed to work? Dude, that's stalking. If you break food out and you do obedience for food, your dog is cycling between stalking and consuming. And then every once in a while when you break that and you're like, good boy, and they jump up and you love on them, you're flipping around between stalking, consuming, and celebrating. When you throw a ball for your dog, this is why it's kind of funny that this is a tug thing, because I really don't differentiate between tug and any other kind of, really any play, I don't care. It just happens to be with a toy, right? But it's like if you throw a ball for your dog, he's chasing it on the way out and he's celebrating on the way back, right? If you have a dog that really, really, really likes chase, they don't celebrate on the way back. They come and they do a drive-by and they try to get you to grab it. I chased it, you chased me. Because we're gonna chase more, right? We're gonna chase more. If they like stalking, they'll run up to you and they'll get about a foot away from you and go. And you reach for it and they go. Can't contain me with a damn microphone. You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody go, my dog doesn't retrieve, man. That's because your dog doesn't know what the hell you're talking about. Your dog's playing, bro. Your dog's playing. He doesn't like to retrieve. It's like he finds these dials rewarding that you're not seeing. Does that make sense? Right? So every game we play with our dog, the way most people play tug, they go fight. Jesus, that's loud. Am I talking weird or what? Oh. All right, shut up. So, the way most people play tug is they just fight and that's it. The dog hits it, they fight, and stalk. And that is it. right? So the dog hits the toy, we fight, out, the dog stop. Okay, boom, they hit the toy, we play. But it's just fight, stalk, fight, stalk, fight, stalk. Both of those, if you looked at I'm not even gonna bother. Jesus Christ. Do people not laugh when they present? Like, is this a thing that's new to me? Like, are people not like enjoying themselves when they do these things? Jesus. All right. Okay, so, if you have a, I'm gonna do it, I don't care. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work either. Chad, follow me around with a mic. Listen, don't make fun of me. I'm sensitive. I really don't care. It's okay. All right, I'm not even gonna bother. What I was gonna draw, and I'm not going to, because it's ridiculous, is a speedometer. Just imagine, if you will. Speedometer, right? Fighting is over there in the red zone, right? Like fighting and stalking, that's like the engine is revved hot. Celebrating, the engine is revved low. Celebrating. Dog's running with a toy, right? Like the dog comes in while they're holding the toy and you pet him. I was like, good boy, look at you, it's a good boy. They're in the sunshine and shit. That's not that's not high rev. That's not revved high, right? That's the engine revving down. What's most people's problem with Tug when they talk about how they don't like it? Jazzes dogs up too much, gets dogs too excited. It's because they're playing kind of this monosyllabic idea. They're playing in this all red zone. And when they out the dog is still stalking, but that's still like this, right? They're not adding in all these other elements. They're not letting the dog run victory laps to learn how to celebrate. They're not bringing the dog in and getting them easy while they're holding the toy to get them to learn how to be cool in gameplay. Does that make sense? So every game that we're going to play is going to kind of encompass elements of that idea. And if you understand which one your dog's like we're going to play a bunch of videos here in a minute if the internet's going to work for me, and it's going to have a bunch of different games, and you'll see me play very different games with dogs. Some dogs it's very mellow and chill because they need their engine run down. Some dogs it's much higher because I'm trying to get them drivey for work. Some dogs don't want to fight. Some dogs would rather chase and celebrate, so we don't play a lot of fight orientation in our game, you know? But that is the idea.